635 light-years away, there's a planet that might already know humanity is coming. And the strangest part? It could be more habitable than Earth, while also being far more deadly. Its name is Kepler-22b, the first planet ever discovered inside the habitable zone of a star almost identical to our Sun. A world where temperatures may feel like a perfect spring afternoon. A world where liquid water could exist. A world some scientists quietly believe could host life. But here's the problem. Nobody actually knows what's waiting there. Imagine staring into the night sky and realizing one tiny flicker of light could become humanity's second home. That's exactly what happened when scientists noticed something strange about a distant star called Kepler-22. Its brightness kept dimming. Not randomly, repeatedly. And that's when things changed. Astronomers realized a hidden planet was passing in front of the star, blocking a fraction of its light. That single shadow revealed Kepler-22b to humanity for the very first time. And what they found was bizarre. This planet isn't just slightly bigger than Earth. It's massive, around 36 times more massive, with a radius 2.5 times larger than our planet. That alone raises terrifying questions. Because bigger planets usually mean stronger gravity. A lot stronger. But that's not even the craziest part. Kepler-22b orbits closer to its star than Earth does to the Sun normally. That should turn a planet into a burning wasteland. Move Earth that close, and oceans would evaporate. Humanity would cook alive. But somehow, Kepler-22b sits in the perfect zone where liquid water may survive. A cosmic contradiction. And this is where it gets weird. Its star is smaller and cooler than ours, meaning the planet receives almost the same amount of sunlight Earth gets. Scientists estimate temperatures there could hover between 15 and 22 degrees Celsius. Comfortable. Almost suspiciously comfortable. A place that sounds less like an alien nightmare and more like home. But space never gives anything away for free. Because hidden beneath those perfect conditions may be a planet capable of crushing human civilization before it even begins. And humanity wouldn't realize it until it was already too late. At first glance, Kepler-22b sounds like paradise. Warm temperatures, possible oceans, sunlight similar to Earth. But the deeper scientists looked, the stranger the planet became. Some models suggest Kepler-22b may rotate sideways, just like Uranus. And that tiny detail changes everything. Because a planet spinning on its side doesn't experience normal seasons. Its poles could remain trapped in darkness for months, then suddenly blasted by endless sunlight. Imagine half a year of freezing black skies, followed by half a year of relentless heat. Entire ecosystems could collapse during every seasonal shift. And human settlers? They'd be completely unprepared. But here's the strange part. There may be one thing keeping the planet alive. An ocean. A gigantic one. Some researchers believe Kepler-22b could be covered in water stretching across the entire world. A planetary ocean acting like a giant temperature regulator. Absorbing heat. Releasing it slowly. Preventing catastrophic climate swings. If that's true, then Kepler-22b might not be a frozen hellscape or a boiling wasteland. It could be stable, calm, almost Earth-like. And that possibility changes the entire future of humanity. Because Earth has a deadline. Asteroids, climate instability, supervolcanoes, solar expansion. Humanity knows our planet won't remain safe forever. So naturally, the next question becomes unavoidable. Could we actually go there? And that's where reality hits hard. Even traveling at the speed of light, reaching Kepler-22b would take 635 years. 6 centuries trapped inside a spacecraft. Longer than entire civilizations have existed. No human body could survive that naturally. Which is why scientists began exploring something that sounds like science fiction. Cryogenic sleep. NASA has already tested concepts for cryosleep chambers capable of lowering body temperature to induce hibernation-like states. The idea is simple. Slow the human body down. Reduce aging. Preserve life. Machines would feed nutrients into your bloodstream while removing waste automatically. Your heart rate would slow. Your metabolism would crawl. You'd close your eyes on Earth and wake up near another star. But what happens if something goes wrong halfway through the journey? That's the terrifying part. Nobody knows. And this is where the mission becomes truly dangerous. Because surviving the trip may actually be easier than surviving the planet itself. The moment humans land on Kepler-22b, one invisible force could destroy everything. Gravity. Scientists still don't know how strong it really is there, but some estimates suggest it could be twice as powerful as Earth's gravity. That sounds harmless, until you realize your own body instantly becomes a prison. If you weigh 75 kilograms on Earth, you'd feel like 150 kilograms on Kepler-22b. Every step would feel crushing. Your muscles would burn constantly. Your heart would struggle just to pump blood. And that's when the terrifying realization hits. Normal humans might not even be able to walk there, which means future settlers would need to transform themselves before departure. Extreme strength training, bone reinforcement, muscle enhancement, possibly even genetic modification. Humanity wouldn't simply travel to Kepler-22b. It would have to evolve for it. But here's the strange part. Humans may not be the species most affected. Plants brought from Earth might fail completely under stronger gravity. Trees could collapse under their own weight. Crops may never grow tall enough to survive. And animals? They could evolve into something unrecognizable. Scientists predict higher gravity worlds might favor creatures with extra limbs, denser muscles, and radically different internal organs. Imagine wolves with 6 legs, birds unable to fly, massive ocean creatures adapted to crushing pressure. Kepler-22b could force evolution into overdrive. But that's not even the craziest part. Scientists still don't know what the planet is actually made of. Seriously, Kepler-22b might not even have solid ground. It could be a gas world like Neptune. Imagine traveling 635 years through deep space, only to discover there's nowhere to land. No continents, no mountains, no surface at all. Your entire mission would collapse instantly. And that's when things changed again. Researchers proposed something unbelievable. If the planet is gaseous, humanity may need to build floating cities suspended in the atmosphere itself. Entire civilizations drifting above an alien world. But if Kepler-22b is an ocean planet instead, then humanity's future could exist underwater. Submarine colonies, artificial domes, entire cities hidden beneath endless alien seas. Every answer about Kepler-22b only creates bigger questions. And one possibility remains more terrifying than all the others combined. What if Kepler-22b looks perfect, but is secretly uninhabitable? That possibility changed everything scientists thought they knew. Because being rocky doesn't guarantee survival. Venus proved that. Venus is almost Earth's twin in size and structure. But its atmosphere transformed it into a furnace hot enough to melt metal. And Kepler-22b could be hiding the same nightmare. A thick atmosphere packed with greenhouse gases could trap heat so efficiently that oceans would boil away instantly. The surface might look calm from orbit, while below, temperatures silently reach lethal extremes. And humanity wouldn't discover the truth until arrival. But here's the strange part. Even then, survival might still be possible. Scientists believe advanced robots could be sent ahead of humans to build underground shelters beneath the planet's surface. Why underground? Because temperatures deep below hostile planets are often more stable, cooler, safer, protected from radiation and violent storms. So the first human civilization on Kepler-22b may never see the sky at all. Imagine waking from cryogenic sleep after 635 years, stepping onto an alien planet, only to spend the rest of your life underground. No forests, no oceans, no open air. Just artificial tunnels buried beneath another world. And this is where it gets weird. The farther scientists search for Earth-like planets, the more they realize how absurdly rare Earth actually is. Every planet seems to hide a fatal flaw. Too hot, too cold, too toxic, too unstable, too massive, too violent. Kepler-22b may sit in the perfect location around its star. But location alone means nothing. One invisible variable can destroy everything. And suddenly, Earth no longer feels ordinary. It feels miraculous. A perfectly balanced world protected by countless tiny conditions humanity barely notices. The right gravity, the right atmosphere, the right magnetic field, the right distance from the sun. Change one detail, and human civilization collapses. But that realization leads to an even more disturbing question. If survival on another planet is this difficult, what happens if Earth stops being survivable too? For decades, Humanity dreamed about escaping Earth, finding another world, starting over. But Kepler-22b revealed something terrifying. The universe doesn't easily allow human life to exist. Every possible future comes with impossible trade-offs. A paradise world may secretly crush your body with gravity. An ocean planet may drown civilization forever. A gas giant may leave humanity floating endlessly above empty skies. And even the perfect rocky planet could hide a deadly atmosphere waiting to cook everything alive. But here's the craziest part. Kepler-22b still remains one of the best candidates humanity has ever discovered. That's how hostile the universe really is. And yet, despite every danger, humans would probably still go. Because exploration is wired into us. The same instinct that pushed ancient civilizations across unknown oceans may one day push humanity across the stars. But the first settlers would sacrifice everything. They'd leave Earth knowing they could never return. Everyone they ever loved would die centuries before arrival. Entire nations would disappear during the journey. Languages could evolve. History itself could change. The people waking up near Kepler-22b might not even recognize the civilization that sent them. And that's when the mission becomes more than exploration. It becomes a one-way leap into the unknown. A gamble against an indifferent universe. But maybe the biggest twist isn't about Kepler-22b at all. Maybe it's about Earth. Because searching for another habitable planet has forced humanity to confront an uncomfortable truth. We may already be living on the rarest world we'll ever find. A planet balanced so precisely that even tiny changes could destroy life completely. And this is where everything comes full circle. 635 light-years away, Kepler-22b continues orbiting silently around its distant star, possibly covered in oceans, possibly hiding storms beyond imagination, possibly lifeless, or maybe something there is already looking back at us, waiting, wondering if humanity will ever arrive. But if we finally do reach Kepler-22b one day, what if the planet's greatest mystery isn't the world itself? What if it's what survived there before we came?